Like a Prayer is one of Madonna's most well-known songs. It was released in 1989 and served as the lead single for her acclaimed studio album of the same name. It combined pop and gospel elements while musically touching on topics such as faith and sexual responsibility. Borderline, released in 1983, was Madonna's third single off her eponymous debut album. It was an up-tempo dance-pop song which incorporated elements of funk and soul music. Its lyrics dealt with Madonna's recognition of her emotions and feelings. Material Girl, released in 1984, was one of Madonna's first global hits. It was an infectious pop tune that satirically portrayed aspirational materialism, and the concept behind it was closely associated with her. Holiday was the third single released from Madonna's eponymous debut album. It was an up-tempo, light-hearted pop tune that encouraged its audience to take a break from their worries and celebrate. La Isla Bonita was Madonna's chart-topping single from her third studio album True Blue. It was an upbeat Latin pop song that explored the romanticism of escape to a beautiful tropical island. Papa Don't Preach, from Madonna's third studio album True Blue, was one of her most controversial singles ever. It tackled the sensitive subject of teenage pregnancy and advocated young girls to make their own decisions on the issue in a respectful way. Vogue was released in 1990, and it became an instant top 10 hit across the world. It is an up-tempo, house-influenced song which was closely associated with the then-popular dance style voguing. Crazy for You, from 1985's Vision Quest soundtrack, was Madonna's power ballad which showcased her mature and emotionally vulnerable side to the world. It was a love song which was all about committing to someone despite the world's negative opinions. Express Yourself was the lead single from Madonna's fourth studio album Like a Prayer. It was an up-tempo dance song which emphasized on the importance of believing in one's own abilities and power. Like a Virgin, released in 1984, was one of Madonna's earliest Billboard Hot 100 chart toppers. It was a pop-infused dance song about the joy of discovering love for the first time. Into the Groove, from 1985's Desperately Seeking Susan soundtrack, was Madonna's most dance-oriented single. It incorporated hip-hop, funk, and rap elements which explored the notion of unreasoned love between two parties. Live to Tell was released in 1986 and was a power ballad with gospel undertones which personified Madonna's ability to reflect emotional vulnerability. It was one of Madonna's most popular singles. Ray of Light, released in 1998, won Madonna her first ever Grammy Award. It was an up-tempo electronica track which explored notions of spirituality and freedom. Justify My Love was Madonna's sultry and provocative track released in 1991. It explored themes of sexual fantasies and bisexuality, and was shrouded by controversy owing to its suggestive lyrics and music video. Music, from Madonna's eighth studio album Music, was an up-tempo dance track with elements of electronica and house music. Its lyrics encouraged people to take control of their lives and remain positive. Frozen, from Madonna's 1998 studio album Ray of Light, was the lead single from the album. It was an electronic ballad which touched upon the emotions of loss and isolation. Take a Bow was the third single from Madonna's sixth studio album Bedtime Stories. It was a mid-tempo, soul-infused ballad addressed to a disappointing lover about reclaiming one's personal dignity. Beautiful Stranger was released in 1999 and was taken from the soundtrack for Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. It was a mid-tempo Manchester-influenced track about being attracted to a mysterious stranger. Hung Up, released in 2005, was the lead single from Madonna's 10th studio release Confessions on a Dance Floor. It combined dance, disco, and funk elements with a catchy ABBA-inspired sing-along chorus. Minutes was released in 2008 and was a collaboration between Madonna and Justin Timberlake. It was an up-tempo dance track which encouraged people to make the most of the present. Lucky Star, released in 1983, was Madonna's debut single that helped launch her into stardom. It was an up-tempo dance pop song about a young girl's dream of being a celebrity. Dress You Up was the fifth single released from Madonna's second studio album Like a Virgin. It was a pop-infused dance song about expressing oneself through fashion and style. Cherish, released in 1989, was the lead single from Madonna's fourth studio album Like a Prayer. It was a warm, tender ballad which spoke of the preciousness of love and the protection of relationships. Oh Father was the fourth single from Madonna's fourth studio album Like a Prayer. It was a world-weary power ballad which revealed the singer's troubled relationship with her father. Erotica, released in 1992, was a mid-tempo, dance-infused track about exploring one's sensuality and sexuality. It was Madonna's way of advocating female empowerment.